Hi there, my name's Charlie Whitfield, the Macallan brand ambassador, and we're here today at the fabulous new Urban Grape South End store here in Boston for a Macallan tasting. We're here to have a bit of fun, learn a few things about Scotch whisky and Macallan, in particular the single malt from Scotland, the Speyside region and the northeast of Scotland. And yeah, it's all about allowing the Urban Grape customers to come in, try some of the many different Macallan expressions we have tonight. We have the fine oak style of Macallan, a little bit lighter, more that sort of refreshing sort of fresh fruits, honeyed vanilla flavour, and then also the sherry oak style of Macallan, all that dried fruit, sweet, spicy flavour coming through. So it's all about allowing people to have the chance to sample them side by side, to work out what their particular favourite style of Macallan is, and for them, we have, of course, it's the holiday season, we have an engraver here, so if they're buying it as a gift, they can get their personalised message put onto their bottle at the same time. With a whiskey, it's not like a wine, don't swirl it around because that will actually agitate the alcohol molecules. It's always like bring it up to your nose slowly and try keeping your mouth open whilst you're actually breathing in, because it allows circulation and you'll find it a little bit easier to pick out those flavours and aromas. So you should be looking for that sort of fresh fruits of like honey, vanilla flavour coming through.
Taste the vanilla.
Yeah?
The honey.
Nice and light, refreshing. So when you're ready, take a sip into your mouth. Chew it around, but don't swallow. It's going to sound strange, but like chewing the whiskey, your tongue has different receptors of sweet, bitter and sour at the front and the back, the sides of your tongue. So get it all the way around your mouth, then swallow. Enjoy that very long, smooth finish. Once you get some of the flavours tonight, put your hand like firmly over the top of the glass. And then when you're ready, quickly invert it. So you get a couple of drops in your hand. And then put the glass down on the table. And then if you start rubbing your hands very rigorously, basically what you're doing, you're deconstructing the whiskey, you're rubbing off the alcohol. So the alcohol will be evaporating, and then after, when you can feel your hands getting dry and warm, try then cupping your nose with your hands, and you'll get that fruity, like oaky sort of sweet flavour in your hands. That's the actual whiskey deconstructed. So what we have here, we have the Macallan Fine Oak 15-year-olds. The Macallan Fine Oak series is triple cask matured, so we use 3 separate casks. We use Spanish Oak ex-sherry casks, we use American Oak ex-sherry casks, and American Oak ex-bourbon casks. So you can see it's a little bit lighter in colour compared to the traditional sherry oak Macallan style. The reason is that there's more American oak that we use in the fine oak Macallan. American oak has a slightly tighter grain to it, so during that maturation process, there's less penetration into the oak and less extraction of colour. Whereas Spanish oak has much wider grain, more penetration into the oak, and then therefore more extraction of colour. In terms of flavour and aroma, American oak has less tannin compared to Spanish oak, so that means that it allows more of the vanillin to come through in the oak and the flavour, which is why on the nose you'll get much more of that sort of vanilla honey flavour coming through, and in the Fine Oak 15 you'll get some of that sort of citrusy orange fresh fruit flavour, and on the actual finish you'll get a bit of rich chocolate coming through at the same time. So it's a nice lighter, more refreshing style of Macallan. For me, I'll have this before dinner as a pre-dinner aperitif, but at the end of the day, whiskey's made to be enjoyed, and cheers. Slanjava, this is the Macallan Fine Oak 15. And to finish the evening off, we are going to have the Macallan Sherry Oak 18-year-old. You can see it's a lot darker in colour. The reason is we use exclusively Spanish Oak ex-sherry casks in the Sherry Oak style of Macallan. Obviously, the Spanish oak, much wider grain, more penetration during that maturation process of the whiskey into the oak, so it draws out more colour, which is why you can see that rich, dark mahogany colour in the actual colour profile of that glass. The Macallan Sherry Oak 18-year-old, very rich, complex, dried fruit. You've got those sort of raisiny, fig flavours coming through, and sweet, spicy notes of cinnamon coming through at the same time. Very rich, complex flavours. Ideal way to have a dessert after your meal, or just when you're sitting next to friends enjoying a wee dram. Now, I'm going to take a little sip and tell you what it's all about. Very rich flavours. You're getting that delicious, sweet but spicy dried fruit flavour coming through. A very rich and a very long finish, and a very smooth finish at the same time. Almost a dangerously smooth finish. The perfect way to finish your evening. And here we are in Urban Grape, a great new liquor store in Boston. And Slanjava, see you soon.